Hey guys, welcome to the next part in Let's Play Football Manager 2015 with Derby. And this is the season review for the 2027-28 season. Lads, we've done it again. We have won the league. The 83 points to 81 there does make it look a little bit... makes it look a bit tighter than what it actually was. We kind of took our foot off the gas again towards the end. I can't help but do it, I'm sorry. When there are dead rubber games, I just go, do you know what? I'm just going to instant result these games, and because instant result, as I've said before, is basically as random as a coin toss, especially when it's in the Premier League, then it's no good really, and you're probably going to lose more often than not. But yeah, City in second there, Arsenal third, champions, or the former champions, I guess, Man United in fourth. Then come Aston Villa, who also have got themselves in the Champions League because they won the Europa League. We actually got knocked out by Hamburg. Bit of a shock, that one. We'll come back to that. We're also in the FA Cup the FA Cup final, I should say. We're going to be playing Arsenal, and that is going to be a live commentary next. So if that'll probably be uploaded in the next 2 or 3 days, please do join me for that. That should be really, really good. But we, as you know, all about the Champions League knockout rounds. We didn't make it. Basically, we got to the group stage and failed badly. The shock definitely is Everton getting relegated now, really. It's Chelsea finishing in 10th. They, at one point, I'm going to be honest with you, I thought they were actually going to get dragged into a relegation fight. They were that bad. Newcastle and Tottenham also a bit of a shock down. But yeah, Everton being relegated, all of that. Bottom three, all on the same amount of points. Obviously, it's funny. I'm sure many Derby fans will be absolutely delighted to see Derby at the top and Nottingham Forest at the bottom. Hope I've made some of you happy there. Hull in 7th, which is interesting, as well as West Brom in 8th. Yeah, it would not have pictured Villa, Hull, West Brom and Southampton finishing up with Chelsea, would you? Yeah, that's how it's gone. So let's have a look at the transfers very quickly. Again, I don't think I've brought any players in or got rid of. No, nothing's changed since the last video. I just need to show you that just in case, either for my sake, just in case I have brought players in, or in case you guys want to know. So it just answers any questions. It's just a brief couple of seconds. That's why I do it. So let's go over the competition. Let's go over the schedule then. So I left off with the 2-2 game against Man City. So we're going to pick up back here with a 1-0 victory over Sunderland. Good run of wins here. As Diego Poyet scored the winner. God, it's been a while since he scored. Let's have a look. 10th minute. Against his dad's former team. Obviously his management team. By the way, Gus Poyet is still going actually, Gus Poyet. He's not managing Sunderland. Not the greatest goal in the world, but it's quite funny to see Diego Poyet go. He hasn't done for a while, and he's obviously, he's a half-back. He's one of the best half-backs I've ever had. Well, I say half-back. Basically, a half-back is a variant of a defensive midfielder. You can have your registas in there. You can have anchormen, defensive midfielders, deep line playmakers, whatever. He works as a half-back, and he's outstanding at it. 2-1 against West Brom. Gallio and Cabrera scoring. He's some player, Rodrigo Cabrera. He really is outstanding. Everton 3-0. A lot more happy, very happy with this. Barker with a goal, as well as Ambrose and Gray. We then beat West Brom 3-0 as well in the Catalan Cup, so we managed to play them twice in a space of just over a week, and we managed to stick 5 goals past them. Lingard with 2, as well as Gallio. Then played Standard Liège, as you know, obviously with the FA Cup and Europa League, we kind of you'll know what's coming now. Hopefully you prefer the new format where I spell out what happened very quickly and briefly, and then we go into a bit more detail. If you don't, please say, and I'll obviously change it for future videos. But yeah, 2-0 against Standard Liège here, very easy. Liège not obviously I haven't got the Belgian leagues active, so you can't see, but they're nothing special really. They've got no standout players or anything. So that was a handy 2-0 win, and then this one was just 3-0 against Arsenal. Don't ask me what happened here. We just fell apart. We had more possession, but ultimately it meant nothing. They were just more clinical on the day. Rocco Gallio and Robert Hammond just did not work, just did not click. We then had 3-2 victory over Standard Liège. Obviously that made it 5-2 on aggregate. They actually brought it back to 2-2. There is a serious problem on this game of just, it's so easy to lose leads over legs. You know, you can be like 2 or 3-0 up, and the game will make. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying it can't happen. You know, let's be honest here. The other team are going for it. You know, that's kind of how it works. They go for it. They're probably going to score. But my God, it's beyond predictable now. I mean, okay, yeah, we won the game in the end, but just like, oh, I guess that that lead we have in the first leg is probably going to go to pot within the first half. So, honestly, I didn't even see the point of legs, to be honest with you, in this game, because they're worth nothing. Anyway, moving on, 4-0 against Chelsea. Yep, that's 4-0. They were really, really doing poorly. In case you don't know, the manager now is Di Baggio. Yes, that is the same manager that knocked me out with Vitesse. Maybe he's my jinx, I don't know. But yeah, there he is. He came in February, so not long after we left. With in the last video, but yeah, he was hired, and I think the former manager was, in fact, let me just go, in fact, let's have a look at their history, in fact, so you can get an idea. So Mourinho stayed till 2024, then Mancini came in, he resigned, Ferreira did a poor job. Ciro Ferreira, where's he now? He's nowhere. And yes, Lukaku is back there. Abramovich has left, but they have a new guy. I don't know where he's from, but yeah, they brought Lukaku back. Check this out. He's made 150. His transfers of, yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. So they've also got Gaston Gil Romero, a player that everyone talks about. You know, that you should sign. You know, talking in terms of at the start of the game. We then played Hull 0-0. I thought it was a bit annoying. We don't really need any more replays or anything, extra games. So yeah, disappointing 0-0. Then we played Liverpool in the Europa League knockout round and won 3-0. Gallio, Vernon and Gray with the goals. The Gray goal was an added bonus, to be honest with you. And then Reading 1-0 away. Gallio again scoring. And then again, a lead almost wiped out. Well, in fact, to say that, I mean, we look. I mean, Cabrera scored there to make it 4-1, 4-2, and I'm thinking, oh, here we go again. It's going to happen. But thankfully, Ambrose scored. You know, but they were the better team on this particular tie. Sorry, this particular game, but obviously we were the best team of the tie. We win 6. We win 5-3. I beg your pardon. And then we played Hull in the replay at home, managed 3-1. Played a stronger team this time. Ambrose scoring and Gallio with 2. Then Hamburg. This one I may have underestimated them slightly. You know, how can we beat the standard Liège and Liverpool and then come stuck against Hamburg? I was happy enough. We got the away goal, so I wasn't too disappointed. But blew a 1-0 lead there. We really should not have lost it. And then they won on away goals. We then beat 4-0. 4-0? What? Start again. 4-0 against Hull. Rocco Gallio with a hat-trick. Hammond scoring again. But this one, pain in the arse. Schaefer, look at that. 85th minute. Absolutely devastating goal. And they went on away goals. I just couldn't believe it. It was 4-3, thinking, great, we've done it. And that happens. Another bloody goal off the post or off the bar. How many times have we seen this lately? Goals, you know, from a strike from distance, hitting the post, and the ball, like a fucking magnet, goes to the striker who's ready to pounce on it. Unbelievable. Manchester United 4-0, and this is when, you know, you can start to see, you know, that 4-0 against Chelsea. Okay, Chelsea aren't doing great, but, you know, 4-0 against Man U. This was really the handing over of the title, I think. 4-0 against United, really earning into form here. Vuko scoring, Gallio and Ambrose with 2. Ambrose and Hammond have really taken us over the line here. Forest 3-0. Dominant display. Absolutely dominated them. Cook, Gallio and Saramago. Forest offered very little. We were just fantastic. That's what you want to see in an East Midlands derby. Just a class apart. The FA Cup semi-final, we beat Reading 2-1. This is a lot harder than I anticipated. I was thinking another walkover. But Connor Wilson, who's a very good little player, he's got 27 goals in the press. 19 in the league, 8 in the cup. He's a bloody good little player, that boy. He's wasted at Reading. God, I can't speak today. Ambrose and Vernon did score for us, and I thought, after that Vernon goal went in, I'm thinking, right, easy as you like, FA Cup final, here we come. Adam Stevens, though, had to pull out man of the match performance to make sure we went through. Huddersfield, we then drew 2-2. I think it was at this point. Yep, you can. Well, can you tell the point where I started taking my foot off the gas? We beat we beat Aston Villa 1-0. Wayne not scoring, but then just because instant results is just a pile of rubbish, and I should probably not have used. We lost 2-1 to Newcastle. Hammond scored. Lost 3-2 to Liverpool, and lost 3-2 to Swansea. We're now in wretched form for the FA Cup final. I take full responsibility in me being stupid for using instant result. Don't do it, kids. Even if you're tempted, don't do it. Do not install a skin with instant result. Don't do anything with it. It's a pile of rubbish. It's random. Don't do it. So we're due to play Arsenal next. I hope you'll join me for that. Italy, very briefly, we'll go over. We have qualified, as you know. I'll show you the World Cup group in a second. Just very quickly as well. Eric Dyer, he's unhappy. He's retiring. It's all going horribly wrong for him. He's recently spoken of his disillusionment, how his Derby career is coming to an end. This is why Football Manager makes no sense. He's not getting in the team. Why is he waiting till May to retire? Just retire now, or retire next month. Why is he set a certain date? No, just retire now. I can only assume he wants to actually see his contract out and be paid for it. Murillo's another one. I don't understand. Why can't you just say to them, retire now? I don't see. He's probably going to retire next season. He is leaving on a free transfer on, I think, a Bosman or something. But yeah, his contract's up, so he's too old. I can't renew his contract. So let's look at the World Cup. The European Championship. How are we going to do this then? So we have been drawn with Holland, Poland, and Scotland. Yes, Scotland, who were in our bloody qualifying group. So this is the other team. So England, the hosts, will be taking on Lithuania, obviously. Russia and Turkey, Austria, Belgium, Portugal, Romania in Group B. Croatia, Cyprus, Germany, and Switzerland. I've just gone over Group D. Group E, Bulgaria, Czech Republic, France, and Greece. And Group F, Israel, Spain, Sweden, and Ukraine. So Holland. So let's have a look at our opposition in Holland. First in the world. Oh boy. And we're second in the world. Oh, sorry, no, we're sixth. Sorry, I tell a lie. Did I say second? Oh, sorry, I thought that meant second in the world. Sorry, I'm talking a load of rubbish. Poland, 23rd in the world, and Scotland, 14th in the world. Right. In fact, I'll just show you the world rankings. That might just be easier, wouldn't it? How do I do that? I was over here. So Holland number 1, Portugal, Belgium, France, Brazil make up the top 5. It's quite astonishing, really. You may be wondering, where the hell are England? England are 31st. Yep, I don't get it either. Don't ask me why they're arranged like that either. It's probably because they haven't played any competitive games for a few years. They're only just a few points behind Jamaica and Canada and Saudi Arabia. And yeah, it's just weird. It's just Football Manager again, being Football Manager. Just try not to take it too seriously. But I hope you join me then for a barrage of live commentaries coming up next. We've got the FA Cup final with Arsenal. That is the next live video. I hope you will join me for that. We then have Euro 2028 as I take Italy to England. I guess I'm not really leaving the country. But yes, it's going to be all the Euro group games, potentially beyond. We'll just see how we do. And with this Italy team, it is bordering on flat out inconsistent, but a lot of fun. So I hope you'll join me for that. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.